Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for Managing Finances Today and Tomorrow. And now I have the honor to turn things over to Senator Wishart. Senator, it's all yours.
We advocated for the safety of correctional employees during this time and for inmates. District 27 also encompasses 4 correctional institutions, and I represent over 51% of the inmate population. We worked to help children with disabilities qualify for telehealth services. There was a potential gap in insurance coverage when people had to go to Zoom services for medical care, and we call that telehealth. And so we were able to work with the insurance companies and ensure there was a seamless transition for healthcare virtually.
You know, Nebraska has weathered this storm somewhat uniquely in the sense that our revenues haven't been hurt maybe as much as other states. And I think one of the things, and going back to how we proceeded through this year, we started in session back in January, and we went into March 25th was the day that we took a break or recessed. We came back in under the emergency scenario of providing funding for the state for the COVID situation, and carved off $83 million of initial dollars for that process.
So determine what's the best way for you to keep that budget handy, whether it's a small calendar, whether it's a notebook, pen or paper that you might have with you, or using your phone to create that budget. You want very much to make that a simple process for you. Not make it complicated, make it very straightforward to figure out whether you have income on a monthly basis, a biweekly or bi-monthly basis, and to determine what other sources of income you have.
In the era of COVID-19, a lot of these fraudsters are using these old kind of scams and using the environment to their advantage. So one of them being the stimulus phishing in text. This is a type of phishing. If you get a message claiming to be related to the government's monetary help for people affected by the coronavirus, I got one of these. Best thing you could do is don't click on any links or attachments. It could expose your device to some sort of malware or get your phone number added to the list that are sold to other scammers.
Back in March, when the pandemic started, we set 4 priorities: getting food to folks, staff safety, volunteer safety, and an eye on the future of the Food Bank of Lincoln. We've been able to distribute more food to more people than we ever have in our 38-year history, and we're very proud of the work our staff has done under very difficult circumstances. A lot of this has been a credit to the United States Department of Agriculture programs, which have poured money into food banks.
And we have over 100 full and part-time staff that work to create a more modern, robust democracy for all Nebraskans. And what that looks like is we have programs where we're running after-school programs. So we serve about 1,000 students or kids a day in our after-school programs when COVID's not going on. We also have civic health programs, and then we also have voting rights programs. So once people are involved in their community and their democracy, we want to make sure that they have access to their elections in a nonpartisan way.
Now we have some time set aside to answer some of your questions about the materials and resources you just learned about. Finally, I would like to thank all those that were in attendance, and I will remind you to be on the lookout for a follow-up email that will have links to services and resources discussed during this presentation to help you manage your finances today and tomorrow. Thank you all, and have a great day, and happy holidays.